This is 69th video. The topic is narrow roads car parking. In this video I have taken up a very small topic, but it's very important topic, very important thing to note. The reason is we are all facing this problem. Every citizen is facing this problem. Narrow roads are there in every colony, in every city, every town, every village. But the problem is people are not bothered about the width of the road. Simply they purchase a car by going through bank loans and get the vehicle, new cars, simply park in front of their house. That means in the narrow roads. Urbanization in India led to the traffic problems and especially car parking crisis. Since many people are purchasing cars through bank loans, addressing the parking crisis in India is the need of the hour. With the dramatic increase in the car owners in India, not only there is big parking crisis, but also traffic problems and fatal accidents day in and day out. In towns in India and even many of the colonies in the major cities like Hyderabad also, the streets are very narrow. Say they are 16 feet, sometimes 20 feet, less than 20 feet. Inside the colonies in the towns and the cities like even Hyderabad. In such narrow streets, the colony residents park their cars because the cars purchase has become a very easy thing. The car length will be 8 feet, hardly 8 feet is left for the pedestrians or other vehicle drivers to pass through because the width of the street in the colony is hardly 16 feet. Sometimes maybe little more than 16 feet, less than 20 feet. And when people purchase their cars, new cars by loans or by cash, whatever it is, their own money, they get the cars and park their cars in front of their houses. And what happens to the street width of the streets, roads? Hardly when the width of the street in the colonies, maybe towns or maybe cities, it is just 16 feet or less than 16 feet, sometimes maybe more than 16 feet or little less than 20 feet. So in this small narrow road streets, when they park the cars of 8 feet width, what happens? How much space is left? It's only 8 more feet will be left for others commuters to pass through. It is just impossible. People cannot drive away their vehicles in the street due to the parking of cars in front of their houses. The interesting story is that some streets in some colonies in the cities will be just 12 feet. When 8 feet length cars are parked in the streets in front of their houses, only 4 feet of space in the street is left for others. So how the other people can move, get through these lanes because it is just only 4 feet left. 4 feet is left. Pedestrians and two-wheelers and autos cannot easily pass through these lanes since the parked cars eat away 8 feet with space on these streets in the cities. The interesting, surprising fact is most of the residents don't leave space in their houses for car parking. See the fun. They construct the house. They don't leave a single feet, even 1 or 2 feet space in the houses for anything. Even for car parking, of course, they don't leave at all. They don't leave any space in their houses. But one day they purchase the cars of 8 feet in minimum 8 feet in length. The car's length will be minimum 8 feet. Now this is the fun. This kind of reckless attitude of the citizens in our country is leading to traffic issues in the small streets also. Not only big roads, of course, in the roads of the cities or towns, people just park their cars. Of course, in the small streets of the colonies also, the car parking is seen in front of their houses, and it's very difficult for the commuters to move on in the small streets due to car parking. And this problem should be addressed by the traffic controlling authorities like transport authorities, road transport authorities of the state governments, local bodies, municipalities, corporations, whatever it is, Gram Panchayat. That means this kind of problem, car parking in front of the houses in the small narrow streets, should be taken care of by the local bodies like municipalities and corporations, municipal corporations, and even government also, road transport authorities also, even local leaders, representatives who are elected by the public, because it is their duty to see the welfare of the public is okayed. So that means they have to look after the people and their convenience and their comfort. Otherwise, car parking on the narrow streets in the towns and colonies in the cities in India will keep the parking crisis all the time alive in the days to come, and it will continue to an unending crisis of car parking and narrow roads, narrow streets in India. Dear viewers, if you like my video, kindly share, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much, dear viewers.